Hi, I'm Yannick Hanfman.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
This is Sebastian Wolfner.
It's Marc-Andrea Whistler.
I am Francisco Cerundolo.
And you're listening to the Gametolove Podcast. Hopefully you enjoy it.
Novak Djokovic comes in, he steals the title, he wins the 23rd Grand Slam. He's the first guy in history to win 23 Grand Slams.
ALCARAZ is going to win Roland Garros this year. He wants to be the greatest player. He wants to emulate some of the big goats of the game. I think Iga's going to win Roland Garros and win it back to back. It doesn't happen often.
Iga Swiatek, who's going to be picking up her third, and in the men's, Daniel Medvedev.
Rude winning Roland Garros. Ostapenko is going to get her second Roland Garros title.
Carlos Alcaraz is going to win the men's side. Iga Swiatek is going to win on the women's.
Daniil Medvedev and Jessica Pegula will bring home the trophies this year.
Novak Djokovic clinching his 23rd. And then on the women's side, we're going for Ostapenko.
On the women's side, been on fire, has won titles on every surface. Her name is Elena Rybakina. And on the men's, Carlos Alcaraz will win his first French Open.
Novak Djokovic is the 2023 Roland Garros champion.
Yes, as Stefanos TSITSIPAS swings a racket to kick off this match. Welcome, everybody. My name is Covey. I am your commentator today for this crazy matchup we've got at the French Open quarterfinals. World number 1, Carlos Alcaraz versus number 5, Stefanos TSITSIPAS. This is one of the popcorn matches everyone has been anticipating since the draw came out. And folks, I'm going to give you my prediction right now, and I'm going to get yours as well. But first, got to hit that button. Please give me your predictions right after this. Oh, yeah, by the way, like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. We'll get more into that, though. Okay, 15-all here in game 1 of the first set. TSITSIPAS serving, and as he does, I will tell you that I am going to choose Alcaraz will take this one. I'm debating between 3 and 4, but I'm going to lean to 4 because TSITSIPAS has played pretty well. Has not faced anyone in the top 50 yet in this tournament, but he still has had pretty good form. So I'm going to say he's going to snatch one, but I think Alcaraz will overpower in the end. So that is my prediction. TSITSIPAS with an ace up the tee at 30-15, setting up a couple of game points. Folks, please do join YouTube membership if you haven't yet. Just click on that link right there. Yeah, that way you can be notified when all of our videos are going live. You can join us. Ted Nervander from Finland is giving his predictions, saying in 4 hours and 10 minutes, it's going to go TSITSIPAS is going to take it 6-4, 3-6, 7-5, 2-6, 7-5. Okay, that's a comprehensive. I love that. Gary, GTL fam. Gary's, of course, one of our all-stars. At this stage of a slam, it becomes less talking, more watching for me, but I'm here looking forward to the commentary and everyone's thoughts. And that was an easy hold, by the way, for Stefanos TSITSIPAS. So good start for the Greek. And Alcaraz will serve for the first time in this one. Also from Gary, one quick stat. Since 2021, Nole is 13-2 when losing the first set in slams. Now 7-0 tiebreak. Then 19 winners, 1 unforced error in set 3. Friday cannot come soon enough. Yes, this is what we are all, well, I've definitely been hoping for. I'm so glad. Khachanov looked pretty good in the first set and a half. And I was like, don't do this to me, Khachanov. And he didn't. Nole woke up, and as soon as he did, it was pretty much inevitable from that tiebreak onwards after he got that shutout, second set tiebreak. Unless, of course, Gary, if TSITSIPAS pulls off the upset. That's, of course, also true. Alcaraz in 5, says Mr. Hill. Snahill, hello. How are you, brother? Goldflake going to throw in some luck for Sitsi in 5. Okay. TSITSIPAS with a nice backhand. Alcaraz, same thing. Cross court, backhand slice. TSITSIPAS. Alcaraz runs around, hits a forehand off that. TSITSIPAS goes forehand as well. Alcaraz makes his way to the net. TSITSIPAS makes him hit a volley. Now he lobs it. Alcaraz has to back up, lands in. Oh, and Alcaraz, I think he hit it long there, but you could tell he wasn't sure. At first, he was like, should I hit an overhead? And then he's like, oh, maybe I should hit a forehand, and he didn't really decide which, and he just kind of flubbed a half overhead, half forehand long. So little bit. Alcaraz in 5 says Snail. Hello, Ems. Hello, how you doing? I was hoping you'd be in here. I know it's not realistic saying Tsitsipas at 5. Hey, it's got to happen. You'd think. I mean, I think some of these guys, Roger, Rafa, and Novak, have had such lopsided, undefeated high records, like 17-0 versus this guy, 8-0 versus this guy, that before you'd be like, oh, throughout their careers, they're going to win some. But now you're like, oh, gosh, I mean, some guys just have bad luck against her. Like Richard Gasquet's like 0-18 against Rafa. It's just like, you'd think like 18 times they might have won one, but not even once. Not even one day Rafa had a bad day or was sick or got hurt in the middle of a game. Nothing. So it is. Before I would have said like, oh yeah, I'm sure Tsitsipas would win in this matchup in the career, but you never know. Alcaraz with a very nice serve +1 inside in forehand, easy put away 30-15. We got Serjan Jovanovic. Hi guys, good to see you all again. You too, Serjan. Thank you very much. Serjan, is that the same name as Djokovic's Novak's father, I believe. Very cool. Never met a Serjan. Very excited for this match. Same here. Em's been looking forward to it since 3 a.m. when I woke up to call this ABBA match. I hope for Sitsi in 4. Go Sitsi. All right. We got J710, Alcaraz in straights. That's the first one. The quickness of Carlos is insane. Yeah, he's up 40-15 and cruising along so far on his service games. He has definitely matured on the service games. Another thing about Alcaraz I learned recently is he apparently goes to Austria to train specifically in the wind. So and they've asked him in the press conferences, like, is the wind bothering you? He's like, no, I go train there. So I'm pretty used to it. He's like, I don't mind. I like playing in windy conditions. Easy hold there. Game to 15 for Alcaraz. 1-all, 5 minutes in. Serjan saying, why is not realistic? Anything is possible in game of tennis. That is the reason we all love this game. Exactly. If we knew the outcome before the match, they wouldn't even have to play the matches. I am already getting a feeling that will be much different from what people expect. Alcaraz wins, but not as easy as their recent meetings. Stefanos comes in on the serve and volley, but the volley goes wide. So what do you? Sorry, you said Alcaraz in 5. Yeah, I think it's going to be 4. Especially if Alcaraz is, once in a while he'll either take a while to get in there or have a stinker. I don't anticipate that, so that's why I'm thinking maximum 4. But we'll see. Who knows? It could be a Stefanos win in 4 or 5, maybe even 3. Although I think that's probably the least likely scenario. Backhand return, Alcaraz, forehand, Tsitsipas, forehand, Alcaraz, forehand, Tsitsipas, forehand, Alcaraz, cross court. Same thing from Tsitsipas. Now Alcaraz up the middle, backhand, Tsitsipas into the net. It's love 30 now. So Alcaraz putting some pressure on real quick. I like the font of your scoreboard better. Looks, Covey, very sleek and new looking. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm using the same ones that I believe we all do. But I changed the dimensions slightly. So before the borders were a little thicker, but I kind of played with it. And so maybe you notice that's an eagle eye because I literally cut off just like a sliver from the top and bottom. Good eye, Goldflake. Had to pause you there. You're a point ahead. Oh yeah, please do. Definitely. I do that all the time when I'm following streams and then watching with network TV. Oh, Tsitsipas stops playing after what he thinks is a long ball. So the umpire agrees, calling it out. Alcaraz also agrees. So it is 15-30. And let's see, does Hawkeye agree? It also agrees. Once again, always great. Alcaraz in 3, says Ems. Alcaraz just saw, M saying Alcaraz in 3. Ems just saw Alcaraz live and said that he shoots bullets with the way the ball, they're coming at you like actual bullets, 10 times faster in real life than on TV. Tsitsipas, makes his way to the net again, and Alcaraz notices, so he dips a backhand really, really low as it passes the net, and Tsitsipas had to push it up, and it goes long of the baseline, and we have a couple of break points early here for Carlito. By the way, hi, Kathy. Always a pleasure to have my Floridian friend. Also, Gary is my Floridian friend. M's GPL is like 2 minutes ahead of Tennis Channel, but I love pausing and sync it up to the second. Yes, same here. I was doing that earlier in the Djokovic match because I didn't want Ben to tell me the future I'm going to do the same M's. Tsitsipas has a good serve, which might be a threat. What do you all think? That is one thing that he needs to be on. For him to beat Alcaraz with the way Alcaraz has been playing in this tournament for me in the last couple of matches, he needs his serve to be absolutely A1. He needs his forehand to be absolutely A1. The problem is, I think, is on Alcaraz is going to do the high kick to the backhand, and that's hard for Stefanos on the one-hand return there. So that's going to be a strategy Alcaraz uses a lot. So that's something to watch out for. And also just Alcaraz is going to hit to that backhand as much as possible. So and another thing about Alcaraz, his backhand has gotten better in the last year. So he's also able to attack better from his backhand than he could like a year ago. They've played 4 matches. Alcaraz 4-0. One match in a Grand Slam, which was their first matchup. It was a 5-set epic match, which is when I first actually heard about Alcaraz. And there's been 3 other matches since then. In total, Alcaraz has won 9 sets to 3 for Tsitsipas. Alcaraz in 5 is a stretch. I agree, Cubby. I think Steph wins 1 set maximum. Yeah, I think so too. Tsitsipas is the real Greek freak. Oh, there you go. We got A in the house. Welcome, A. Tsitsipas works his way from erasing a couple of break points from 15-40 down, but his +1 forehand goes off the tape and bounces into the alleyway. So another break point opportunity for Alcaraz, 3rd of the match. Looks like Alcaraz shaved. Something looks different, or no, his haircut I think he got before. I don't know, something's different. So we got kind of a nice contrast. We got a tall 6'4" Greek, long flowing hair, a dark colored uniform, and then you got Alcaraz, clean cut, white colored uniform. Here you go, nice rally. Tsitsipas backhand. Alcaraz again backhand to Tsitsipas. Cross court. Alcaraz. Same thing. Now Tsitsipas runs around, rips a beautiful forehand up the line. Not a winner, but Alcaraz could not get it back, and it was just as good as a winner. So Tsitsipas brings it back to deuce with a very gutsy forehand. See, these are the types of plays you want to see if you're a Tsitsipas fan. You want to see him play well. You want to see him go get aggressive. Don't get nervous. Like increase or keep the racket head speed when you're trying to make these daring winners, because you know that the margin against Alcaraz is not the same as against other players. Djokovic and Alcaraz, I'd say, is the margin decreases for every player. Alcaraz and both of them because of their movement, and also Djokovic because of his pinpoint precision. Okay, another advantage for Alcaraz. Did he hit that double fault event? Wolflake says, "Oh, come on." Okay. Tsitsipas. First serve is long. Ooh, some heat, 210 kilometers. 12 minutes in here. Folks, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. That way you can follow us. Alcaraz on his second shot is a cross-court forehand winner, and it is a break for the Spaniard. He is up 2-1 and will serve after the changeover.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Arminu back in the house, changed his, was it the PFP? That's what I learned a few times ago, PFP, profile pic. Welcome back, Maltese Disco Mate. Oh, pleasure, my friend. It's too early to start losing. We didn't even start. Quick break there for Alcaraz. Oh my God, I just made some roasted butternut squash. Oh, that sounds delicious. Super simple recipe and takes 15 minutes in Ninja Foodie Grill. That sounds delicious, Captain. You put any like sort of garnish seasonings on there? Looks like Carlitos had a haircut and clean shave. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a haircut and clean shave or just the shave, but yeah, He definitely looks something. Delicious, says Kathy. Keep watching shots deep to Carlos's backhand, everyone. It's a small Achilles heel. Yeah, it can be for sure. I've been pretty impressed with his more so in this tournament than I have been since the beginning of the year. But I'd say that that's definitely a place that players could try to get some leverage on him. That would be interesting for Djokovic because he has the ability to be accurate like that. Because if you don't do it exactly perfect, it's one of those things where Alcaraz will take a short ball and put it away, or at least get back on offense from defense. All right, here we go. Alcaraz serving up a break. And nice out wide forehand. Tsitsipas defensive shot gets it back. Neutral now, but Alcaraz goes up the line backhand. Tsitsipas forehand. Now backhand Tsitsipas. Backhand Alcaraz. It's a winner up the line. Very easy power. He didn't look like he was going for the winner. It was just right in the strike zone and smooth as butter. But good movement here. I like how Tsitsipas is playing. I know he just got broken, but he's been going aggressive in the first game of the match. He went to the net 3 times on his serve. That's a good strategy against Carlos. Change it up a little bit. Don't just sit back there and try and wail because he's going to try and find a way to your backhand. So I like what Tsitsipas is doing. He's moving well and he's playing some good defense. So Alcaraz with a beautiful serve up the tee. See, that's another thing with Alcaraz on the Tsitsipas, specifically with Tsitsipas because of the backhand, is when he's on the ad side, Alcaraz looks like he's going to go kicker, and so Tsitsipas has to brace for that, and then Alcaraz will go up the middle since Tsitsipas moved over a little bit. Nice serve out wide. Great return from Tsitsipas deep. Alcaraz just punches it back. Now, drop shot Alcaraz. Tsitsipas runs up to it and pushes it just long on the baseline, and it's now triple game point. Alcaraz. Maria, I thought he looked different, just couldn't figure out what it was. I'll send it to you in terms of the recipe. Thank you. Carlos deserves a new button. I agree with you. Maybe we'll have to get Ben to do that. Like he's not have 100 things to do, but I'm sure he would enjoy it anyways. Good beginning, says Lantoswa Bebe Mahefa. Very beautiful name. Thank you for joining us. And by the way, everyone in the chat and everyone watching or listening, whether you're commenting or not, thank you for joining me. Really appreciate being able to watch tennis with friends from around the world. I'm in Vancouver, BC, Canada, in case anyone was wondering. If you'd like to share where you're from, if you're new to the chat, please do. Always good to hear from new friends. Alcaraz 40-15 as Tsitsipas gets 1 point here on the Carlito serve. Oh, like I did that over the weekend. Thanks, Goldflake, says Kathy. Hey, Covey and everyone. Welcome, Max. What? So I think I missed something. Gary said. No text, no back in. Okay, Alcaraz holds, and that means it's also a consolidation. Novak has asked Gary to look at this game closely. Hey, Max says, Goldflake, this seems like a piece of cake for Carlos in this match. Oh, so Max, what is your prediction? Carlos in 3, 4, 5? Or do you think, well, it sounds like you think Alcaraz is going to win based on that comment. Hi, Max. Hello, Max from Disco. Hey, Ems. For Team Carlos. All right, Tsitsipas. Ooh, backhand return on his the backhand +1 from Tsitsipas, just barely long. Tried to go right up the middle, but love 15. So again, getting that first point just puts you on the heel as the server when the returner gets that first point. And this is what I'm saying with Tsitsipas. He needs to have an A1 serving game because he needs to get those early points. He needs to be able to feel comfortable. Hey, I'm up 15-30 constantly. Like, there you go. That's a good ace up the tee. That's a good follow-up. But you want to start off the games like that, or else slowly the pressure. Like, if you start every game down love 15, it starts like there's a momentum in the background of those scores that are telling a story. So these are the types of things that he needs to watch before the game gets away from him. Nice serve there. Alcaraz backhand. Backhand Tsitsipas up the middle. Alcaraz, Shank City. Although it might land in, both of them are kind of, no, it lands on Alcaraz's side. So it went off the side of his racket straight upwards. Must have gone 100 feet or something. And Alcaraz deserves one of these, folks. Oh, man, I just checked and we have over 50 likes already, only 4 games in. This is going to be a good one, folks. Alcaraz, nice return off the good wide serve. Oh, Tsitsipas pushes it up the line at the net as he comes in, and Alcaraz with a running forehand, kind of a banana curve on that too. Shot of the match so far for sure. Tsitsipas has to do a little bit better with that volley. He comes in with the serve and volley, but he really laid it up high. If he had kept it low, Alcaraz wouldn't have had the time to do that. But it was one of the highlight reel shots for sure. I can see Stefanos taking a set, but I'll go with Carlos in 4. Hey, great minds think alike. I am the same as you there. Tsitsipas needs a real coach. I agree with you as well. Tsitsipas takes this next one. So 40-30 on the unreturned serve. Sorry, it wasn't. It was a +1 ripper forehand winner. I was looking at the comments at the time. What's up, Covey and everyone? Hello, King. Great to have you, bro. Carlos in 3 says, Kathy, Team Tsitsipas here. King adjust in the easy. Well, what do you think the scoreline is going to be, buddy? Tsitsipas and how many? Tsitsipas, nice inside out forehand. Alcaraz moon ball. Now forehand up the line. Tsitsipas, Alcaraz forehand. Drop shot Tsitsipas, and it's a winner. And he holds. So he stays within touching distance. And again, gutsy effort there. Throwing in some different shots. You don't see him take too many drop shots against Alcaraz typically. He's come into the net a few times. He's missed some volleys, but I like the fact that he's making some aggressive plays. So I'd say this is a good start. It doesn't look that great. He's down a break, but it's not as bad as it may seem. Possibly 4, but I think 3, says Kathy. I have one thing on my mind about Steph. He was at his prime in play in 2021. And that year, he had match points versus prime Rafa at Barcelona. He almost beat Novak 2 times. He was insane. He needs to reach the level. Yeah. That was the year when he lost to Djokovic. That was one of the last times where I was like, this guy's going to win. Before the tournament, I was like, this guy's going to win. I'm certain this guy's going to win it this year. He's finally going to break the big 3 kind of, chain. And then he comes out firing. He lost his grandmother, I believe, like right before the final. He comes out swinging, was up 2 sets to love, and then Djokovic does what only Djokovic can do and makes a crazy comeback. Hey, King, are you a fan of the football player Erling Haaland? Yeah, Norwegian. He set a record in the EPL this year for most goals in a season. What a shot, says Daria. He needs to remain cool-headed and skip the drama with his box. Agreed. I don't think he has reached that level. No, he hasn't. Not since then for a while. I wonder if some of these matches against Rune, Alcaraz, and Sinner as well, where he's lost, has kind of demoralized him a little bit. Ball skipped off the baseline, and then a huge shank from Stefanos, and 15 love Alcaraz. Oh, hold on. That was weird. He swung and it went off of his racket. The way he reacted, they just showed a slow-mo. The way he reacted, it looked like Stefanos Tsitsipas hit himself in the face. He didn't, but that was the way he reacted. It was very, very odd. Another weird bounce. Alcaraz on the serve, and Tsitsipas just it went off the bottom of his racket. So I don't know if the wind is bothering him or Alcaraz got lucky on a couple where the balls bounced, but that was on the serve. So usually you don't see bad bounces off the serve because the angle is coming down on it. Okay, we got a rally going. Alcaraz looked like he was about to go inside out forehand, but decides to go up the line, and it's a winner, a streamer right there. 40 love here, Carlitos. And he looks comfortable. He's hitting the ball well because, as I said, Alcaraz will tend to have a match or a periods in matches at tournaments where he sometimes comes out just kind of shanking the ball here or there. That is not the case today. It was not the case against Musetti. So he looks sharp, and another ace up the tee, and it's a hold to love, and he's now up 4-2. Carlitos rolling early here, folks. All right. Well, you guys are probably wondering who is going to play the winner of this one. Worst kept surprise in the history of journalism in sports and everything. Yes, of course, it's going to be Novak Djokovic. The winner of this will play Novak Djokovic, the match that everyone has been hoping for. And honestly, even if Alcaraz were not to win this one, of course, I personally would love to see it. I think most big tennis fans really, really want to see Alcaraz Djokovic. But if it is Tsitsipas Djokovic, don't forget. I mean, these guys played a 5-setter just a couple of years ago, so that would also be a really good match. Alcaraz takes the first point here on the Tsitsipas serve. So Tsitsipas better be careful here. You don't want to just get broken and watch Carlitos try and serve it out in like under half an hour. So got to be careful. Get back to the chat. Sorry for neglecting you all, my friends. Who is Tsitsipas's coach, his dad, or someone else? You know what? I honestly don't know who his other coach is. I know he was working with Mouratoglou, but then he's been kind of with Runa more. And of course, Halep is not around at the moment with all that drama. And Philippoussis just left Tsitsipas's side. So I'm actually not exactly sure who his... You know what? Actually, let me look up on, I believe on the TNNS app. It has it. Go. Tsitsipas, nice serve, and Alcaraz with a dipper. Tsitsipas makes it serve and volley. Alcaraz second shot right at Tsitsipas, and the backhand volley goes into the net. Tsitsipas is putting himself in the right spot. He's just not executing. He's early. He did a serve and volley. He hit a volley wide, which is in control. There was that one where he hit Alcaraz. Alcaraz got passing shot, but that was Tsitsipas laid up that volley when he came in. This was another one where he ripped it right at the body. Tsitsipas couldn't handle it. These are 3-4 points. You go the other way, and it's not a 2-4 match. Tsitsipas, nice +1. Oh my God! Alcaraz runs down from corner to corner, and another banana. It's a break to love, and Alcaraz is now up 5-2. What just happened? That even hit me like a truck, and I'm not even playing. I mean, it was a beautiful serve out wide, and to Alcaraz backhand. Alcaraz hit the back deep, but Tsitsipas hit a formidable +1 to the very opposite corner, and Alcaraz just runs it down, and again, forehand runner banana curve. Just putting on a highlight reel of the first few games here is Alcaraz, and Tsitsipas did well. I mean, he could have gone further, closer to the line, definitely. Yeah. I mean, both of these really beautiful shots from Alcaraz, I'm going to be very honest, they were very much helped by Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas didn't. He could have gone closer. The margin, he was trying to go, he was being too safe. You need to go a little bit, like, he went halfway between the middle and the sideline. You know what I mean? You got to go a little closer, try to go like 3 feet in the line, not at the line. He's trying to go like 8 feet in the line. If you're too cautious, it's not going to work for you. Hubby, even though Alcaraz has improved his serve compared to last year, still I don't see lots of aces. Do you think they look for more placement and kick rather than speed according to his motion? You know what? He's not one of those. He's not going to be that big ace guy. He's 6 feet tall, and he can and does hit aces. And he often, I mean, look, he's playing Tsitsipas. He's got 3 aces right now. Tsitsipas has 4, and he's 4 inches taller, and he's a big dude. So he's not ever going to necessarily be a big ace count type of guy. I'd say Roger was more so than Rafa and Novak. But yeah, I would say he's going to be in that mold where he's not going to be as much of an ace guy, but he is really, for him, he just thinks of everything as a point, right? And Alcaraz, now he's starting to play around a bit. He's making Stefanos go back thinking he's going to face a forehand rocket, and then he goes drop shot, does Alcaraz. Yeah, because he pushed him back. Alcaraz, the second last shot before the drop shot was a really nice high looping deep forehand. So Tsitsipas had to be about 10 feet behind the baseline to strike that ball. And so that's why Alcaraz went drop shot. So yeah, to answer your question, Daria, I think I think that he just thinks of it as points. So he's like, however I can get a point. So for him, it's not necessarily the ace, but he's like, I need to set myself up for the second shot. For example, kick her out wide, +1, drop shot just now, and it's a clean winner, 30 love. And he's 2 points away from a 6-2 first set in, again, like I said a couple games ago, you don't want him to do this, but in under 30 minutes. Tsitsipas' father looking stoic, I would say. Trying not to show him any emotion, I don't think. Alcaraz, nice serve out wide. Tsitsipas with a missed hit return very wide, and that's about 8 feet wide of the doubles alley, and it's triple set point for Alcaraz. This is almost, this is like the opposite argument. Now, everyone's saying, the women should have more opportunities tonight. If Alcaraz, continues rolling like this, it honestly won't be a fun match. First serve into the net from Carlitos. Bro, this guy Carlitos is okay, just whole level. None can touch him, says Virat. Very nice to have you in the chat, Virat. I don't think I've met you before. Also, we have the Pittsburgh man met you as well. I went to the whole thing. Very nice. He's been playing really well. So good to see him coming back after that year. Well, it's been a year since he started to play this well. He's not back to the same level, but it's good to see him on the same time. M's straight to the point, all respect, saying, I want the best semi on Friday, and Carlos will give that not Steph. There you go. And we got almost Djokovic. We got Mr. Markovic. So very cool name. All right. Alcaraz on the run forehand, and that's long. So after going up 40 love, Tsitsipas decides to come back and say, hey, wait. At least take more than 30 minutes. Here we go. Third set point for Carlitos. How are you? Why do you expect so many aces on clay? Not even big servers do that. Yeah, in general, not on clay. There you go. Tsitsipas with a shot forehand off the net. And then Alcaraz has time to just sit there, lick his lip, and rip a forehand, and he does. Tsitsipas cannot handle, and that goes wrong. It's 6-2 in 30 minutes, folks. Alcaraz takes it. Very clean set from Carlitos, and we are 1/3 of the way to what lots of people, and I will definitely not hide it myself as well, are looking for a Carlitos Djokovic semifinal. Here, let's keep a button for Carlitos, and we'll get back to the chat.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Look at Kathy's like, uh-oh, pretty great point. Wanted a match. I sense this will be a crash. You're at saying, just are you living on another planet? What happened? I'm a Djokovic fan, but I like Tsitsipas, and I'd rather see another Tsitsipas Djokovic battle. I could see that. I mean, I don't think that would be bad. And it would be a really good test to see where Djokovic is, because Djokovic, I don't think he's played sorry, not Djokovic, where Tsitsipas is against Djokovic. I haven't seen that in a while. DSL, these running gets Carlos does make him almost impossible to overcome. Steph is not playing badly. He has to be perfect. Hard to do. Yeah, he could definitely tighten up some of these volleys. He's just not getting low enough. But he's trying to be a little too big for the margins. What racket uses Carlos? He uses Babolat, the arrow. Same one as Nadal, but a newer model. I believe like Nadal has. They paint it like it's the newest one, but it's one that he preferred from like years ago. Cody gets it done. Cedric Lopez, you do too. Folks, he has the thumbs up there, and I implore you to also hit the thumbs up button if you're enjoying this match. My goal is always to get at least 100 likes, and we have a special button if we do hit 100 likes. So if anyone wants to help us out, if you want to hear the 100 likes button and you haven't, and it's a fun one, please do hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. That way you can be notified as to when our videos will be dropping. Also, if you look in the description box below, there's different ways you can support the channel. You can join our Discord, and you can chat with all of us, commentators, and everyone, and Patreon, ways that you can financially support. There's also merch stuff all in the description box below. So there goes the advertisement. But let's get back to the tennis, folks. Tsitsipas sitting down at his bench. Alcaraz is already up, hopping on his feet, waiting for the umpire to call a game. So Alcaraz is very calm and serene. He doesn't, you really start to get the feeling that he is getting comfortable in these big matches against big opponents because he has this calm demeanor that I'm seeing right now that I don't think I've really ever seen. It felt like a little bit more young, frantic energy at the U.S. Open, just running, sprinting, just playing by the scruff of your throat. Here it feels a little more composed in a lot of ways. All right, Tsitsipas serving first here in set number 2. First serve just wide. So second serve to kick it off. A good one. Alcaraz runs around the backhand, forehand up the middle, and Tsitsipas forehand goes to the net. Love 15. Uh-oh, sound issues again, folks. Man, okay. Let me know. I'm going to check my settings. I'm going to take my earphone is going to be my microphone. So please let me know if it sounds better. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Does this sound better to everyone? I've just changed over. Now it's better. Is that better? So Tsitsipas with a +1 cross court, and again, oh my God, Alcaraz with a running pass. This time not up the line. He goes cross court. And Alcaraz, 13 of the last 15 points. Man, this is looking one-sided here. Love 30. Now Alcaraz, serve out wide. Alcaraz return up the middle. Tsitsipas shanks it. And it's really quickly love 40. And you can almost feel Tsitsipas's energy drain as you watch this. Just chiming in, audio is a lot worse than this morning. Thank you, Gary. How about right now? Because I have switched over. So I'm no longer using the professional recording microphone, and I'm using my AirPods. So, but yeah, Dad says it's better. Kathy's saying better. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to start using this then because I don't know. Thank you guys for letting me know. I appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys watching my back always. Tsitsipas, nice forehand cross court. Alcaraz deep up the line. Backhand Tsitsipas, backhand Alcaraz, forehand. It's another shank. He's just not seeing the ball that well. And he came out well and aggressive, a little bit on the balls of his feet, but 2 straight shanks, and it's a break to love. What is happening?
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
All right. That was the first time I got to use 4 buttons in a row that were actually made sense. I hit the lamb shank button because Tsitsipas hit the lamb shank. I hit the break button because it was a break, and it was a break to love. I hit the game to love, and then I hit Carlito. So there we go. That felt kind of cool. Alcaraz up 1 love here in set number 2. He's already up a set, and he's up a break now, looking to consolidate. The crowd was kind of buzzing in like a not good way, like a what are we watching here kind of thing in that changeover. So let's hope we get some closer games here. Alcaraz going forehand to the backhand of Tsitsipas. Now Alcaraz backhand into the net. Didn't really move his feet for some reason there. And it's now love 15. So just got to start slow. 1 point at a time, Stefanos. 1 point at a time. Work your way back into this. Link to watch Slim. We're not allowed to have it. So I'm actually watching on a gambling website called bet365.com here in Canada. But yeah, we don't have a link, unfortunately. We're not allowed to show it or else our videos would get taken down. Yes, that's better, says Kathy. Don't know Slim, illegal to stream, copyright laws. Yes. Tsitsi loses faith too quickly. Audio is better now. You guys are all so awesome. Thank you again. Screen looks good to me. Ball is called out. And ooh, yeah, Hawkeye confirms it was out by 1 millimeter, so it's 15 all. Screen fine for me too. Yeah, I hope there's nothing wrong with the visual. Visual should be fine. Go home, Steph. We expect a better response after losing the first set. Well, this looks like it'll be over, and I'll have plenty of time to cut the grass. Tsitsipas, wake up! Wow, now Covey is octopus. Okay, Alcaraz backhand to the backhand of Tsitsipas. Again, now Alcaraz goes up the middle, forehand from Tsitsipas, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Tsitsipas, forehand Alcaraz, backhand Tsitsipas, backhand, drop shot Alcaraz, Tsitsipas decides not to go for it, and it's 30-15. See, that's the thing. You got to at least go for it, you know? Hope y'all have a good day. Well, thank you for that, the Gamer01. What a nice comment. Really appreciate that. Bye Gamer, says Kathy. Ha 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 ha, Kathy. Longest rally right there, 17 shots, ends with a very nice drop shot from Carlitos. Alcaraz kick serve and volley out wide, and it's an easy little drop volley right in the middle of the court there as Stefanos was way back. And Alcaraz is hitting him from every angle. He's hitting him with drop shots. He's hitting him with serve and volleys. He's getting a couple of aces. He's hitting him with passing shots. The only thing we haven't seen yet is a lob or a tweener, pretty much. Everything else we've seen from Carlitos. Drop shot heaven, says Ems. That just sounds so good. That would be like a good name for like a tennis-themed band or something. And up next is Drop Shot Heaven. Oh, okay. So I said tweener. Well, Alcaraz didn't win the point there. He comes into the net, backhand slice, Tsitsipas with a very nice lob volley. He reaches forward. Alcaraz, it looked like he was going to do the tweener, but he actually does the one where he just hits it beside himself. So instead of between the legs, just kind of behind himself. And he got it over the net, but Tsitsipas volleys the winner home. So good job. Alcaraz still game point. Ooh, just wide. So again, Alcaraz positioned himself to look like he was going to go kick serve to the high backhand, but tried to go ace up the tee, but missed it by half an inch. Second serve. It's a good one. And Alcaraz forehand. Ripper lands off the baseline, and Tsitsipas's forehand response goes long. Alcaraz holds, consolidates 2-love for the Spaniard. Okay, let's see here. Who's the best player if Carlos meets Nole, Covey? Okay, based on what I'm seeing with my eyes in the last couple of matches, I think that Alcaraz handling the wind a little bit better and has played some, I would say, better opponents. I mean, I'm assuming that the way that this match is going, the way it's looking, is kind of how it's probably going to end. But yeah, Alcaraz to me looks like a 9.8 out of 10, and I'd say Nole for him is probably like a 9.4. I have seen him definitely sharper at these points in tournaments, but within the first game of the next match, he could be at a 10. You know what I mean? He is that. He's one of those few players on the planet who can be that. Tsitsipas useless, says Johan Andre Maritz, another cool name. He's multitasking Golf Lake. I forgive him. Is that something about me? I got you there, Covey, off though. Threw you off. Sorry, what did I miss something there? Screen fine for me too? I'm not sure. So yeah, sorry I missed it, buddy. Tsitsipas with a very rocket forehand up the line there, and that is something that could give him juice. The crowd is trying to give him some love with that. So that's the aggression that we want to see. Play free. He always talks about how he loves how Alcaraz plays free. Do it. Join him. This is why we want to watch Djokovic and Alcaraz, is because there's this element of freedom and creativity of expression that goes beyond points. It's like these guys are like burying themselves, and Tsitsipas can do it. Hopefully some, a shot like that, a couple points like that, where he feels what it's like to go for it and actually win the point. Nice backhand from Tsitsipas. Alcaraz up the line there. Forehand Tsitsipas, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Tsitsipas. Nice and deep. Alcaraz response lands in the alleyway. And again, a nice roar from Tsitsipas. I'm liking the positivity here from the big Greek. 30-15 now, trying to get his way back in. He's down a set and a break, but I really like the energy right now. Carlos going to make Novak look like Steph too. Ooh, Kathy, fighting words for the Djokovic fans. Daz, Djokovic, fire, goat, fire, goat, fire, goat, fire, goat, fire. There can only be one goat, fire, goat, fire, goat, fire. You said you did 4 buttons, and I said, oh, octopus. Now I get it. I was wondering. I was like, oh, I did. Yeah, I was like, I'm the octopus. I thought Medvedev was. Oh, it's a double fault. So 30 all. So this is a case now where Tsitsipas had such a surge of energy winning the last couple of points that I think his adrenaline was pumping and he overshot that second serve. So these are the types of things, that Alcaraz seems to be learning, not to get too high, not to get too low. That's how you see Djokovic is. You see Djokovic down a set, almost down 2 sets, doesn't even get a breakpoint opportunity today. But in the tie break, he just stayed. He just stayed in that level, and Khachanov was, up and down, and the stability always wins. So some good lessons here. Kathy, really? It seems like you haven't watched any of Novak matches in the past 15 years. I think she's being facetious maybe a little bit, or I don't know. I won't speak for her, but okay, Kathy, we hear you. Agreed. ZEP to the A. I think it's all in good fun here, folks. We're having a good time here in the chat. And Alcaraz goes to the backhand of Tsitsipas, and Tsitsipas goes into the net with that. Alcaraz was on the approach, so he had extra pressure put on Tsitsipas. And now it is deuce. So Tsitsipas did have a game point. Will have to work a little bit harder if he is to take this game. Yes, I have, and he is off this tournament. Yeah, he's not the sharpest I've ever seen him, but he's rounding into it for sure. But I see what you're saying for sure there, Kathy. Steph needs the positivity if he wants to sniff in this match. The thing is, he finds it for a few minutes. He uses the adrenaline. He goes on the surge, and then he dips again. So that's what I'm talking about, the ups and downs. You got to learn to be able to play like at a baseline level while being at a baseline emotion. And then from there, you got to go your mini ups and downs. But Steph is either like all up and he's running around and roaring, or he's down and the crowd's looking like murmuring like, what kind of match are we watching? It's a very interesting dichotomy. Oops, where was I at here? There it was. I've been watching him since he used to retire every tournament when he was losing. I do remember that was a thing of him. Tsitsipas, nice serve out wide. Alcaraz return is a backhand into the net. Tsitsipas holds. And because of that surge of energy and a little bit better attitude, it is time, for the first time, to hear the Tsitsipas button today. Okay, Kathy, he's not off. He's just not turned his beast mode on. I can agree with that. Christian Roderick, oh, Kathy. That's right. Steph is just a baby. Simeon Unwagboje. Very, very cool name, my friend. Where are you from, Simeon, if you don't mind my asking? Love that name. Kathy, his beast is not the best. Something isn't right, I'm telling you. Steph can't stay consistent and focused. Exactly. Says the baby. Who's the baby? We're not calling anyone baby here, are we? Djokovic will make Alcaraz look like a baby that he is. Okay. Okay, you all watch. You guys, all we can do as fans is watch and enjoy or whatever. But until it happens, there's no point in trash talking. Let's just enjoy. I mean, again, as long as we're keeping it healthy and fun in the chat, that's all that I really, really want. I want everyone to enjoy. And I'm really excited. I'm very open about it. I have been wanting to see this matchup since last year in Madrid. I've been wanting to see it over and over, but it just hasn't happened. So for me, this is a dream come true. So I'm just going to enjoy it. Agreed. To our Russian friend ZEP, I'm not sure how to say that. Zep maybe? No, they can turn it on when he wants to. Doesn't matter the previous matches. It matters the day he plays. I'll agree that's Simeon Djokovic. Possible Snehal, but hasn't been challenged. Chat tension rising, says Pittsburgh, man. They keep cutting to Djokovic interview during the match on Eurosport. WTF is going on? Yeah, that's weird. Definitely not over here. And I think we have a double fault from Carlitos. And it is Love 15. Okay. Khachanov was the most competitive he got. Yeah, definitely. That is for sure the case. Varias, I honestly didn't expect him to win a set against Nole. Okay, Tsitsipas with his second shot after the return goes long. Now he just kind of stops for a second and looks and thinks, and he's saying, "What am I doing?" His dad decked out. Actually, his dad's looking spiffy in a long sleeve Adidas, kind of like a tight fitting shirt, black logo. I'll get to the kits as well. I did mention that they look opposite. We got a raggedy, long haired, dark outfit wearing 6'4" Tsitsipas, and then we got Alcaraz, the clean cut, shorter, wearing the opposite, more light colors. All right, 15 all. For some reason, Alcaraz tossed the ball up and didn't hit it, and then the crowd booed him, which is a weird reaction to that. Alcaraz with a nice serve up the middle, and Tsitsipas frames that one, and it goes into the net, 30-15. So Alcaraz, as usual, has been wearing the same outfit he's been wearing all tournament. He's got this Nike shirt with this home plate-shaped space, all white in the front, and then there's a black Nike check. He's got green and gray stripes, mainly green. In the other parts of the shirt, the not in that white area, Tsitsipas sets up a short ball +1, or a return +1, you could say. And then he puts it long, about half a foot. So Alcaraz, 40-15. And this is not a hold that Alcaraz has. It's been easy in the sense that it's 40-15, but he should be down 15-40, to be honest. Yeah. Or at least, I mean, the last one, Tsitsipas shanked the return on the second serve. Alcaraz, nice +1 cross court, makes his way to the net and does a little drop volley, and he holds game to 15. So Alcaraz continues to be up a break. Sorry, what was I talking? Oh, yeah, the kits. So, yeah, Alcaraz rocking that. He's got the white wristband on the right wrist. He's got the white shorts. And on the back bottom of the shorts is the same pattern as the top of his shirt with the green and gray. And then he's got white shoes, white socks. Stefanos, Tsitsipas, black Adidas headband as he serves here. First serve is good. Return Alcaraz up the middle. Forehand Tsitsipas trying to wrong foot Alcaraz, and he would have had he not hit that into the net. Stefanos is just not on right now, folks. So black headband, white Adidas logo in the middle. He's got a shirt that's 3/4 kind of cloudy clay red, peach in that kind of spectrum. And then the right side is all black of his shirt, black shorts, black socks, black shoes with white Adidas logo, and a black wristband on the right wrist. So there you have it, folks. The kits have been described, and it's a double fault Tsitsipas. Wheels are falling off again. See, that's what I'm talking about. 2 games ago, he was serving, he was running up, he was hitting winners, he was roaring around, and then, boom, he has this drop. Meanwhile, Alcaraz is in the back, just walking around, looking like he's out in the park having a gay old time. And so it's like the emotions is what Tsitsipas needs to learn how to harness. Oh, Tsitsipas with an angry overhead +1. Alcaraz does get to it, pushes it right back to Tsitsipas, but he hits a volley winner up the side there. So you could tell that there's a little bit of anger. So Alcaraz popped up the return, and Tsitsipas came in. And there was even, you could tell, not only by the way he swung, but also by the crowd's reaction. That was kind of fun to see. Okay, here we go. Tsitsipas Black Sox kill me though, says Goldflakes. Tsitsipas 7-5. I don't see it, my friend. Another conspiracy theory, King and Jess. I actually wanted Steph to play well. Oh well. Does he change his molecular lineup, or he pushes his magic button on his chest for light speed strength? Speaking of light speed, Alcaraz almost did another running forehand pass cross-court shot there, but it goes into the net. So Tsitsipas gets out of trouble after hitting that double fault to go down love 30. He's won a couple points to level it now, 30-all. 53 minutes into it, Tsitsipas down a set and a break, serving at 1-3, 30-all. First serve is good. Backhand return just wide by Alcaraz, landing into the alleyway. And you can sense that the crowd is trying to cheer on every point for Tsitsipas, trying to make this a match. They want to see some more tennis, some good tennis. Simeon saying the only player that can defeat Djokovic on clay is injured. His name is Rafa Nadal, the greatest player that ever stepped his feet on clay. I guess we'll find out, my friend. And potentially, if he wins in 2 days, we will have an answer to that. Kathy with a laugh. LOL, Kathy. Me too, M's. At least Carlos makes it entertaining, though, not like Iga, who is a robot. Carlos is chill, smiling, having fun. Iga looks like she's going to have a heart attack if she misses a shot. I definitely do get vibes once in a while from her, where things aren't going well. She kind of has this panicky look a little bit there. Carlos is rolling on the match, like rolling on a river. There, I agree with you, Simeon, 100%. Okay, Alcaraz return up the line. Backhand Stefanos, backhand Alcaraz. Forehand inside out Stefanos, Tsitsipas, but it's into the net. And now another break point for Alcaraz. He's converted 3 out of 6. Stefanos, Tsitsipas has not even seen a break point yet on the Alcaraz serve. So one-way traffic all day so far. Yes, Kathy, that's exactly what Djokovic does. And Covey is correct. Your name is very cool. Do you mind telling us where you are from? Yeah, I also am very curious. Simeon, love that name. Okay, Tsitsipas makes his way to the net, and that was not smart. He had an easy chance to do a drop volley, just die it right there, a little floater, and again he pushes it up the line. Alcaraz pushes it across court. I mean, I'm an Alcaraz fan, and I'm mad that he won that point. Tsitsipas is like, what are you doing, man? You're there. You know you can't give him anything, and all you have to do is just literally dink it. Make your racket a fake wall 1 or 2 inches away from the net, and you would have won the point. I mean, yeah, backhand floater, just a backhand floater, cross court. Tsitsipas was at the net, ready to cut it off, and he just dinks it halfway into the court. That should have landed like half a foot or 1 foot from the net. It should have bounced on the ground, but instead it bounced like 8 or 9 feet. Anyways, I'm going to stop ranting about that one single point. Why does this crowd always support the non-favorite players? Daria, a lot of the time that happens is because they want to see more tennis. So they might be, in the end, they might want Alcaraz to win, for example, but they're saying, okay, we don't want Stefanos Tsitsipas to lose 3 sets in an hour and a half. We want it to, we want to see a couple of hours of tennis, So that is something for sure that happens. Kathy, that's how professional she is. Yeah, but I agree with you there, Snehal. There is something to be said about Djokovic is like that too. Like he grew up in a very hard circumstance, war-torn country, going to different countries to have to play tennis, things like that. He has a mindset of like a warrior, like a fighter. Federer was more elegant, graceful, because he didn't have the same struggle growing up, and it shows in the personality of his game. Same with Rafa. Rafa is a bull, but he also has had a very nice family life. His father or his family's all into sports. His uncle's a tennis coach. His other uncle played for the Spanish national football team. Alcaraz with a drop shot winner takes a 15-love lead, continues to cruise. And so the personalities of these guys are different, right? Poland is also a little bit less stable. Alcaraz is from the Mediterranean. He's got a big family. His dad was a tennis coach. So, all these things they add to the personality of the player, and you got to use whatever you have. And Alcaraz's strength is that he just uses his love of the game to enjoy the moment and not put that pressure. So when he is losing, he doesn't have that look like Iga, perhaps, where it's like, oh, I'm really stressed. And that's not a bad thing either. Maybe that's what gets Iga going. You know, she works with a psychologist. So maybe when those moments come up, she does that so that she can get the best out of herself, you know? Anyways, I'm ranting a lot here. Alcaraz 15 all here, 4-1. He is looking very, very good. Serve is good. Forehand return up the middle. Forehand Alcaraz, nice and deep. Backhand Tsitsipas. Alcaraz right back to the backhand of Tsitsipas. He makes his way to the net. Volleys. Tsitsipas lob over Alcaraz. Alcaraz tries to lob over Tsitsipas, but Tsitsipas slams it over Alcaraz. And he gets the winner, and it's now 15-30. So there is a nice little spurt from Tsitsipas there. She looks like she's having an awful time, Snehal, like she's not enjoying 1 minute. I have seen that look, and I don't necessarily believe that she's not enjoying, but it does kind of look like it in certain moments. I've seen those moments you're talking about. Was it like this with Federer too? I am talking about crowd support at Roland Garros. You know, that's a good question. So growing up, the French Open was the one I watched the least, just because of the time zone difference. So I actually don't really know. It's the clay court until I got into like more fandom and then commentating. I hadn't really watched. This is the most clay court stuff I've watched. Probably in the last 3 years of my life, I've watched more clay court stuff than I've ever watched. So to answer your question, maybe ask someone. Kathy might know. She's been, of course, a longtime tennis fan. I mean, everyone in the chat really. So anyone has input, let us know. I'm going to skip down a bit, folks. Because I'm going a little slow. Alcaraz 30 all. Serve is good. Backhand return Tsitsipas. Forehand inside in Alcaraz. And then Tsitsipas forehand goes long, setting up a game point. Alcaraz for 5-1. Okay. Maltese, who are we talking about? I believe they're talking about Iga. Snehal, she has no excitement about her. Sometimes she can be so one-sided that, yes, I agree. Kind of like this match. I'm going to be honest with you. The first 2 sets of the Djokovic-Khachanov match, those kind of more slow and grinding overall in style of play. It was like, it was more intriguing, right? You were like, oh, is this the day that he's actually going to, you know, is he going to take a 2 sets to love lead? And if so, is Novak going to turn ultra superhuman powers on like he normally does? Like, there's all those questions were going on. Right now here, doesn't really feel like that. It's just all one way. Alcaraz 40-30. Second serve right here for a game point. Second serve is good. Backhand from Tsitsipas. Goes long, and it is now 5-1 Carlitos, folks. He is cruising, rolling, however you want to call it.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Kathy saying she's great. I love her. She's an amazing person, very smart and introverted. I like that. She handles it well. She's very philanthropic and empathetic. I find her tennis boring. I find when she's in a tough match with a really good player who's at her level to be good. And one other thing that I really appreciate about her is she gives very thoughtful answers, like post-game, post-match press conferences and on-court matches. She gives in-depth and thoughtful interviews, and that's really good because I'm one of those people who love to understand how the great people are so great and how they tick, how they think. So I really appreciate that about her. Want to piss Stefanos up? Give him a drop shot. That's a better way to put it, Kathy. Walk in the park for all matches for Alcaraz, says Lokesh Raizada. Welcome, Lokesh. Very cool name. I have a buddy named Lokesh, nicknamed Loki. Actually, he's my cousin's buddy, but hang out with him once in a while. Who wants to see bagels every match? Exactly. Her. Yeah, exactly. All right. Alcaraz backhand return, and then Tsitsipas backhand +1 is haywire, and it goes into the alleyway. Stefanos talking to his dad right now. He's down love 30. I wonder what he's saying. His father's clapping. It's actually positive body language, and I don't know what they're saying. I don't speak Greek, but it was not. It was like the exchange was positive. It wasn't like a tense or like what the hell do I do? It wasn't one of those. So maybe he is trying to learn and calm himself down and say, hey, let's chill a bit. Let's play point by point. It's like if he has a great point, he rolls with it on the next one. And if he has a bad point, he rolls with that sentiment on the next one. Alcaraz with the backhand up the middle, and Tsitsipas had a little too much kick on that, and Tsitsipas with a reaching forehand into the net, and it's now triple set point Alcaraz. Gosh, he looking to win 12 of the first 15 games in this match. Tsitsipas is literally just stopping and talking to his dad. They're having a conversation. Like, I wonder if he's going to purposely take a time violation or something. Because he literally was holding the two balls. Yeah, he just got a time violation. And then she says time violation while he's bouncing the ball. He bounces it 3 more times and then looks up like he just heard her. She said it like 4 seconds ago. What is going on? You got to be a little more aware, buddy. Come on. First serve wide at triple set point, love 40. Second serve. And it's a double fault. And it is a break to love for the set, Carlitos. And the energy and the demeanor in the arena, it's such a beatdown that the crowd is like unsure how to cheer or how to react or something. They're not cheering. There's not really a buzz going on. It's starting to because of the changeover. Anyways, let's hit these buttons. So we had a game to love. And it was a break. And let's give it up for Carlitos. Why not? He's been 15. He's won 12 of 15 games in this match. Just complete one-way traffic. I honestly feel bad for Tsitsipas right now.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Lokesh saying, yeah, same nickname for all Lokesh. Loki, yeah, of course. Brother of Thor. Daria, Kathy, what about Rafa in early days? Yes, Iga is learning to not panic at a competitive opponent. Can't believe I'm staying up at night 1 a.m. for this match. I can't see anyone finding a way to beat Alcaraz. I mean, if he's playing like this, I just don't see anyone left in the draw, honestly, who can. But it's not easy to get to play this level every day, right? That's why it's called redlining. I don't necessarily think he is redlining, but he's like 100% on top of it. He's on his toes, one step ahead in every way. And he picks for Rune. Good question, Todd Hill. So starting the tournament, I would have definitely said Rune. After watching some of the struggles in the 5 set and some impressive play from Rude, I'm going to still say Rune, but I'm going to say I would have been about 65-35 Rune. Now it's like very close. I'm talking very like 51-49. Like I almost don't feel confident picking between them. But if you asked me 4 or 5 days ago, I would have said Rune. But yeah, I'm curious about the physicality, how it'll go if he plays another 5-setter, if that's going to take some out of him. He got booed in the beginning, DR, but they grew to love him. Spence, good for Alcaraz, but I feel bad for Tsitsipas. Yeah, same here. I really do. I'm not even joking. It's not fun to watch, to be honest. Rune, Todd, but Rude could put up a fight. Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. Karen Ramon, she is not like Serena. When Serena is dominating, she makes it interesting and intense. Iga does not bring that energy. Aria, Alcaraz's younger brother too plays professionally at junior level. Has anyone seen? I have seen a couple of highlights here and there on Instagram, but I haven't watched any matches or anything. like I have with Alcaraz. I've actually watched Alcaraz and Sinner. I actually rewatched the match, a bunch of highlights, like a 30-minute highlight pack from when they were 15 years old playing each other. It's actually funny to watch that, it's like their strokes were still being developed and stuff like that. All right, I'm going to have to move down here because chat's blowing up. Alcaraz with a drop shot. Was that a double? Doesn't matter. Tsitsipas pushes it back up the line, and Alcaraz does the same thing. Winner off of that. So 15-love Alcaraz to start off the third set. He has just been on fire, has the world number one today. Folks, 75 likes. Trying to get to 100. If you're enjoying the stream and haven't yet hit the like button, please consider doing so. It would allow me to hit the 100 like button, which is one of my all-time favorite buttons. And also, it's nice to have little goals, right? So it's my goal during the stream. Wanted to dip in real quick and let you guys know what happened on the women's side today. A couple of matches. We had our quarterfinals. We had Aryna Sabalenka winning 6-4, 6-4, ending a nice run from new mother, Alina Svitolina. She became the adopted French woman after all the French women had been eliminated because she is the wife of Gaël Monfils, of course, the superstar French tennis player. So anyways, good run from Alina Svitolina. Little tiny bit of controversy. Alina Svitolina did not shake hands. She said she wasn't going to shake hands. Sabalenka did wait at the net for a second, but it wasn't really controversy in the end. And then also Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova she loses to the red-hot Karolina Mukova, and that was 7-5, 6-2. So Mukova makes it to the semis. She will face Aryna Sabalenka tomorrow on the women's side. Iga is going to face Coco Gauff, and then we have Beatrice Haddad-Maia versus Ons Jabeur. And then also on the men's side tomorrow, we will have Holger Rune versus Casper Ruud, and Alex Verez versus Thomas Etcheverry. All right, Alcaraz 40-15 in this first game. Tsitsipas backhand, Alcaraz forehand up, inside in. Tsitsipas can't get to it. And it's a hold, easy hold for Alcaraz, game to 15, and he continues to roll. No signs of derailing this guy just yet. We got Gary saying disappointing. Sporty sport, disappointing. I've been really impressed with Alcaraz. I think what Gary's saying is the matchup. And to be quite honest, I'm disappointed. I was expecting a bit more of a fight. And this begs the question, folks, where does Tsitsipas go from here? It's like he was waiting for the big three to retire, and then the big three retires, and boom. Not the big three. One of the three. The second one halfway out the door. Again, for all the, you know what I'm saying, for the sake of what I'm trying to say. And then, of course, Djokovic's still around. And now these other three young guys have kind of popped their head in. All of them have recently beat Tsitsipas. I'm talking about Alcaraz, Rune, and Sinner. So where do we go from here? It's a legit question more and more now. Alcaraz's other opponents put up a better fight than this, for sure. Even effort-wise, right, Ems? Like not just talking scoreline, but effort-wise. It's like this guy gets excited for 2 or 3 or 4 points or 2 or 3 or 4 minutes and runs the wave, but then you gotta keep finding ways to get yourself up. If Carlitos keeps playing this way, he's winning all slams. Exactly. King of Jess says definitely ends. Talking of grass, will the grass bots, Kyrgios and Garin be there? Not sure. Tsitsipas with an attempted drop volley. He pushes it a little far, and then Alcaraz tries to push that up the line, and it goes long. So nice lead there from Tsitsipas, and it's 15 all. Alcaraz has yet to face a break point. So you get the feeling that if Tsitsipas gets broken early, it's almost starting to feel inevitable. I mean, it kind of has for a bit, but Tsitsipas serve up the middle. Alcaraz with a bullet return. Tsitsipas with a nice +1. Alcaraz can't handle that. 30-15 Tsitsipas. Someone should call Dumbledore, that little Spanish Dementor, has stolen Tsitsipas's soul. He has You sucked the soul right out of him. Taria, that doesn't make sense. Every surface plays differently. This level is good for grass court too. What do you all say? I mean, I'm really excited because I know he's going to adjust. I know he's going to find a way. Like, the better the player, the faster they adjust to these new surfaces and circumstances. So I'm not too worried about if he's going to learn to go deep at Wimbledon. I don't know if he's going to be an outright favorite. I mean, he will because of his ranking. He'll be one of the favorites because it's just undoubted. Obviously, the world number one is always going to be, maybe not the absolute favorite. I would say Djokovic going into that tournament favorite, regardless of what happens here. Djokovic is the favorite for Wimbledon in my estimation and the clear favorite. But Alcaraz is the type of player who learns fast, and I'm really excited to see how much progress he has made. Will he go further? Another thing about Alcaraz, I believe he's gone further at every slam every single year. So if he was fourth round one year, he goes to the quarters next. If he was second round one year, it's the third. And he's always gotten better at every slam. And today as well. Last year he made it to the quarterfinals. If he wins today, this will be his first time. So again, it'll be an improvement from last year. It's a deuce here now, Tsitsipas. So got to be careful. Like I said, he has not even had a single break point to look at, has Tsitsipas. So if he gets broken, you got to believe it'll be curtains. Nice serve out wide. Alcaraz, great return. Tsitsipas, backhand cross court. Alcaraz, backhand cross court as well. Now, forehand cross court Tsitsipas, but it goes into the net. And advantage Alcaraz. Tsitsipas talking to his dad again. Sun Liang, I missed the beginning. How is Steph playing? It is completely all one-way traffic. Alcaraz, Stefanos Tsitsipas, it looked like he had a game plan that he was trying to execute, and he was going for it. And he put himself in some good positions, but didn't execute. And I think that sort of demoralized him. Again, there, Tsitsipas goes drop shot. Alcaraz gets to it easily. Fakes like he's going up the line. Tsitsipas kind of bites. Then Alcaraz waits long enough and goes cross court. And there's the break, and he is up 2-love. And folks, what the heck? It's that same buzz in the crowd, that kind of like almost embarrassed for Steph kind of buzz. You know what I mean? Is grass bots a thing? That's a new one for me. I think everyone just throws bots now for someone who's like robotic, right? So if you're just a big server, like for example, I could see Berrettini being considered a grass bot, and Kyrgios maybe, but yeah, I think it's like one of those bots is just like a common put on the end of words now to like make it into a different word type of thing. Another decent rally, but Tsitsipas goes backhand into the high part of the net, trying to go up the line, and it's 15-love Carlitos. I read an article today that said Nick is trying to come back for the grass. He should. They love Nick in yard too. It'd be nice if he can't get grass. Todd, I couldn't agree more about Svitolina. I keep waiting for anyone to tell me how the Ukrainian women are making things better with their behavior. From what I understand, Gary, and it's limited understanding, is that it's a solidarity thing. So Ukrainians apparently are kind of, it's a like they do it in political situations as well. When there's a Russian meeting Ukrainian, they don't do it. So it's like a solidarity thing from what I understand my slight understanding. So that's one of the reasons. So it's like the Ukrainian people appreciate the fact that they are doing this because they would do the same if they were in the situation, apparently or potentially, right? So that, again, that's my understanding of it. But You know what? We knew she wasn't going to do it. She said it openly. I think that's enough. You don't have to have a handshake. You know, yeah, is it not good sportsmanship? Yes. Is it the end of the world? Not really. But making a big deal out of it every time. Someone asked me, and then someone asked me this. They said, or sorry, they didn't ask me. I saw people a bit bickering on Twitter. Said, how come they never ask the guys about handshakes with Ukrainian players? And the people in the Twitter feed, Alcaraz holds and consolidates. So the people in the Twitter feed, they were saying, yeah, like that's not fair, so sexist. They never ask the men about this, and I was like, these are obviously not tennis fans in the chat, because the highest ranked Ukrainian male is 181 in the world, and they literally never face the big Russians. They were saying, how come it wasn't Rublev? How come they don't ask Rublev, Khachanov, Medvedev, Karatsev, or something like that? And I was like, well, they literally don't play any single Ukrainian, but if they did, they would be asking the men as well. So anyways, that just kind of goes to show how nitpicky we all are. Alcaraz, 24 winners to 8 unforced errors, and Tsitsipas, 11 winners to 24 unforced errors. Okay, it's going to go a little bit up, but not too far. The exception was Serena, who got seeded when returning after becoming a mom. Gold's like, Sporty, honestly, I have little admiration for the female Grand Slam since it's S out of 3, not just the same effort. I definitely don't agree with that. I think that Grand Slam on the women's side, it's always been like that. There's no reason why it should be disqualified for any reason. So yeah, I don't agree with that one. Gold's like, Kathy, thank you, Sporty. Sir Penguin Ice Cool, that's a very cool name. Come on. Can we get into the positives of the match? I mean, really, the positives are Alcaraz has not faced a break point. And for Tsitsipas, really, there's no positives, unfortunately. Any female coaches? There are female coaches for female players. I don't know offhand. Maybe someone in the chat can let me know. Are there any female coaches for male players? Like Renee Stubbs, for example, is Serena's coach, and she, of course, worked with other players as well. We have Pam Shriver is working with Donna Vekic. So there's a couple examples there. I don't even know why it's called a Grand Slam for them. They should let them best of 5, not like they wouldn't be able to handle it, Sporty. No, I think they can handle it, but to say it's not considered a Grand Slam, I don't agree with that. Tsitsipas comes in, serve and volley, and Alcaraz hits a nice shot right at the gut, but Tsitsipas with an even nicer stab volley there, some kind of blocking his stomach. Yeah, nicely done. Puts it away. Gold plate the tournaments and TV, where the money is, don't want best of 5 for women. Most of the players would do it from what I've heard from them. I think they should make the semis and the finals best of 5. I've always thought that. And one of the reasons is because sometimes you'll face an Iga who's just on fire in the first set and a half, and you're down a break in a set and a break or 2 before you even start finding your rhythm, which is exactly what happened to Ons Jabeur in the U.S. Open final last year. She did not find her legs until halfway through the second set, and it was already too late. And I was really hoping for her to break back there and force a tie break, but Iga takes it in the end. So yeah, I think it should. And honestly, even if they say here, give the women maybe like 100,000 more or whatever to play those extra couple of sets in the last 2 matches, like I'm happy with that. I don't care. If that needs to be the incentive. Tsitsipas with an overhead at the net, so showing some good aggression, running around, and it's 30-15. So definitely looking like he doesn't want to get bageled. There's a little bit of anger in that forehand or that overhead as well. Alcaraz just making him hit one more every single time. It's almost, it'd be maddening at a certain point. Thanks, Covey. Bye all. Not staying up for this anymore. Sale. Yeah, it's what in India, I believe it's close to 1:30 a.m. Peace out, Snehal. This match is difficult to watch. It really is. Caveman says Ghost. Danny Pavic. So a lot of names I've never seen before. Thank you to everyone for joining me in this chat and for contributing. Could this be the fastest Grand Slam win in history? I don't know. A non-withdrawal. I literally don't know what the fastest. I would assume that someone's done faster. By Snehel, sleep tight, sporty, saying no. Roger has some Wimbledon wins that are around the 1 hour and 15 mark. There we go. Caveman saying Danny Brait. Not sure what that means. All right, Alcaraz runs around a backhand and rips a forehand from corner to corner. That's one that you pay a ticket of admission for. He's still down, though. Tsitsipas still has game point 40-30. But Alcaraz, man, that's poetry in motion right there. Yes, Lindsay, it looks like Tsitsipas just going through the motions now. Yeah. GSL saying this reminds me of a McEnroe beatdown of Connors at Wimbledon in the 80s. That was a tough day for me. Oh. Sorry to hear that, Gary. Got some PTSD thanks to these guys. I think if they let them play tennis, audience would be for sure up for it. I would love to see bigger push for it, Kathy. And then also, if you did add best of 5 for the women, just think how bonkers the schedules would be, folks. There'd be 5-6 hour matches, or at least 5.5 hour matches. Tsitsipas does break the goose egg, or as it's called a bagel in tennis, of course, and it is now 3-1 for Alcaraz. You know what? Let's give Tsitsipas a button for winning a game. I think they should scrap the 6-6 tiebreak in the 5th set in the Grand Slam final. They should play until someone gets a 2-game advantage. Well, it was because Mahut and Isner ruined that for all of us forever. So Alcaraz threw the ball up, and someone said something as he was about to swing, so he didn't hit it, and then the crowd's kind of whistling at the guy for doing it. Her serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Forehand Alcaraz up the line. Backhand Tsitsipas. Nice and deep. Forehand Alcaraz, nice and deep. Now backhand Alcaraz again. Backhand Tsitsipas. Forehand Alcaraz to the backhand Tsitsipas. Backhand Alcaraz. Forehand Tsitsipas. Backhand Alcaraz. Forehand Tsitsipas inside out. Alcaraz with the defensive chip back. Tsitsipas makes his way to the net. Alcaraz tries to lob him, but he cannot handle that forehand. And Tsitsipas getting another cheer from the crowd, getting a little bit of energy as well. And it is love 15 on the Alcaraz serve. These guys want to see some more tennis. Majors would take a month to play. Yeah, TV won't have it. How would you schedule it? Yeah, I totally agree with you there. LOL, Steph took the script one step ahead. LOL, Minoris. Carlos is really running circles around Stefanos in this match. Dang. Bye, Covey. Take care, Manor. Good to see you. How was the rest of your day with the kids in class? Hope it was a good one. Hi, Manor, as she's bouncing, says King of Just. Do you agree with Runa Rude getting the popcorn slot tomorrow, or should it have been Goff Swiatek? I would go Runa Rude. I think that'll be a longer match. Ooh, Alcaraz, serve out wide. Tsitsipas looked like he was gonna, or it was a lob return. Alcaraz was doing a serve and volley, and it went over his head, but it went long. So 15 all. Like Covey mentioned, semis and finals totally doable. Yeah, I think that would be so awesome. By Manor, says King of Just. Todd Hill, Swiatek's double bagel was something to behold, pure dominance. And I think that's what they're scared about. That's why she's 6-0 or 7-0 against Coco Gauff. And they might be scared that it will be too much of a one-sided match. I just wish they would start the night matches 1 hour earlier, let the women play first, and then, so they'll still get to play under the lights. Started at, instead of 8:15, started at, say, 7:30. The women should be done, on average, they should be done by 9, maybe, 9:30, whatever. But, the men play until 3 in the morning in New York. So, yeah, I think they should totally do it. Sir Penguin Ice Cool. I do enjoy the perspectives on Iga. I followed a long time ago, friend, and now I liked the stream. Thank you very much, Caveman. I really, really appreciate that. By the way, folks, follow in the footsteps of Caveman. Hit like on this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. The goal is to hit 100 likes, and we're only 9 away. Can we get to 100 likes? We only need 9 more likes. We're at 91, and then we have a special button, the 100 like button, which I'm going to play for you. So thank you all for your support, and let's hit that number. We can do it. Alcaraz 30-15, second serve is good. Tsitsipas forehand up the middle. Alcaraz forehand out wide. Tsitsipas another forehand. Alcaraz drop shot off of that. Tsitsipas runs halfway and then stops running halfway. And Alcaraz 40-15 double game point. Ooh, beautiful overhead view of the stadium. The roof open. I really architecture there is beautiful. Man, I can't wait to go to Paris. I have been to Paris, but I had to stay in an airplane for 2 hours. Didn't even deplane it was a layover. Vancouver, Paris, and New Delhi. Alex BG, welcome, homie. Wow, what a scoreline. Hello. Yeah, hello and a half from Alcaraz for you. Another wrong foot up the line backhand from Alcaraz to Tsitsipas, and this continues to cruise, continues to go up a break. He's up 4-1. Peace out, Covey and everyone, says King of Just. Have a good one, brother. Have a good one, my friend. Anyone who makes a sports stream and gets a lot of viewers becomes a little unfair. Who makes a sports stream and gets... sorry, in what sense, my friend? I hope I'm not saying something that you find to be unfair. And I didn't start this channel, although I'm very happy to be a part of it. But yeah, curious to know what you mean there. Americans don't watch tennis on TV. There's basketball right now, Stanley Cup Finals. Night match is 2 p.m. here anyway, too. Yeah, no, I hear you. And that's another thing, with the TV. I think they don't give as much thought to the European majors to the American crowd because they know a lot of them are asleep for a lot of it and then at work for the other part. So Swiatek Goff could be over in 30 minutes. Blink and you'll miss it, says Alex BG. Very possible. Danny, that does not apply to Nikola Jokic. Yelda, haha. Daria, what strategy would Djokovic play to push Alcaraz? Would love to hear the thoughts. Covey, I'm very much against changing the format in the semis and finals, all or nothing. Otherwise, you'll get scores of so-and-so would have won if it was best of 5 before you even get to the semis. I agree that conversation would happen in like the first year, but after we had one round and everyone gets used to it, it was like when the NBA playoffs, for example, they went from 8 teams and then they had added a play-in tournament. So now the 7, 8, 9, 10, there's a play-in tournament and the 2 top of them become the 7th and 8th seed. And at first people were like, oh, this is not how it goes. 2 years later, not a single thought. It's like, oh, play-in tournament. So I think when they have changes like that, it will affect the viewers and stuff at the beginning, but after we get used to it after a year, like for example, on-court coaching, no one talks about it really at all anymore, and it was such a huge deal. Tsitsipas would always getting help from his coach, things like that. So I think like the fans move along with the rules. It would be curious though to say, yeah, like how do the records change now because everyone's played best of 3 up until now. So that I agree with you there, where it would be a little finicky to figure that out. Okay, Alcaraz makes his way to the net, and Tsitsipas tries to pass him. Alcaraz with a jumping backhand cross-court volley. Tsitsipas gets to that, tries to go up the line and misses. So, love 15 on the Tsitsipas serve. Tsitsipas with an acrobatic backhand cross-court volley, and then Tsitsipas had the lane. He had Alcaraz beat, but Tsitsipas backhand slice goes long. I heard Suzanne Langland's roof will be installed in time for next year. I actually didn't even know they were doing that. Tsitsipas gets a drop shot and then raises hands as if to say, I can get a point once in a while. Oh, that was a beautiful point by Tsitsipas out wide serve, and then he goes up the line, up the opposite line, forehand as close as you could be to the line, and then drop shot. Alcaraz running back and forth and back there. See, the thing is, when he wants to, he can hit these wonderful shots. We got a second serve coming up again because that last one was a let. I heard, yeah, I didn't know about that. That's very cool. Watch out for the Arabic taxi drivers waiting for you at the Paris airport. I got ripped off a month ago. Good to know. Good to know. Sporty sport. I'm a proud American, but most Americans don't think there is anything that matters if it's not American. Tennis is about as popular as a blizzard. Not Dairy Queen blizzard, I might add. Caveman, you are speaking like one. What's going on? Lion Eye, welcome Lion Eye. Djokovic is the GOAT, but I cannot see how he beats Alcaraz in this form. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'm not sure how to make the call. I'm leaning towards Alcaraz in this moment, but I can never ever bet against the greats. Gary says, so Americans don't appreciate, to Gary from Sporty, don't appreciate the big four, not Charlie Alcaraz. No, they do. They do. I think what Gary's saying is generally like the American populace, tennis isn't highest on the radar. It's not even in the top four, I would say. Well, maybe top five. You got like hockey's even dropped out. It's football, baseball, basketball, big top three. NASCAR is huge. MMA is huge now. Hockey is there. Tennis. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on over there. I've lived there for 7 years of my life, so I have some experience. I wonder what did Steph do to Carlos to have this epic beatdown from Alcaraz? Not sure. Callum Coyle, hi Cubby. Can we play Carlos Button if he wins this game? You know what? We can. It's been so one-sided that I almost forgot, but yes, we can. Sporty, it's 100 Americans to name any tennis players. You might get 3 or 4 who can do it, and their answer will be Serena, maybe Pistol Pete as well. We have hit 100 likes, folks. We have done it. Thank you to everyone. And because of you, we're going to hit the 100 likes button before the end of this stream. Thank you very much. And also, yes, Callum, we will hit the Alcaraz button. He does deserve it. Oh, my God, I feel so bad for Tsitsipas. There is no chance for such to win on this surface. Not sure. Sorry, I didn't get that. VOCP, ooh la la, what happened with Stefanos? Yeah, he's having a tough one, folks. Covey read my last. And at the end of stream too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if he definitely deserves it. In the next changeover, we'll do it. And then yes, at the end of the stream, we always do as well. So yeah, we're good. We're good. And if anyone else wants buttons, please know that for $5 in the tips, we will happily get you buttons. Also, want to give a shout out to our top tippers. We got Sunkit, Adel, Kathy, Goldflake, and Charles. All thank you to each and every one of you for your generous contributions. Alcaraz 15 all, nice serve out wide, Tsitsipas return into the net, and it's 30-15. Another thing that I think Alcaraz and his team are doing well, I read, is that they are not practicing every day. They're taking days off because they're trying to, basically everything they're trying to do for him in his career is to gear him up for Grand Slams. Obviously, he's going to play other tournaments as well, but they're already starting to do that with him. And so they're also doing that within the year, picking tournaments and stuff based that way. And also within these tournaments now, they're making these executive decisions to take days off. And it looks like it's paying off. Alcaraz looking fresh. Obviously, this run is way different than his U.S. Open title run where he was, I don't know if he was on the court like 16 hours before the semis, or I don't know, it was something ridiculous. 3 straight 5-setters, on and on and on. Is Alcaraz taking a page out of Swiatek's book here? No, Sporty. They have no idea who they are. Never mind. Appreciate Sporty. No one I know can name a player other than Serena. Wow. I agree 100% with Gary. You're a nice man. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. 30 all here. Alcaraz. Serve is good. Tsitsipas runs around the backhand, hits the forehand up the middle, and then Alcaraz inside in, and Tsitsipas goes wide on his. A little bit of a shank. Yeah, I'm going to hit the shank button. Game point, Carlitos Alcaraz. He's 2 games? Not even. He's 5 points away from a date with destiny with a date with Novak Djokovic in the semifinals on the top half, what we have all been dreaming of, hoping for, and it looks like it's going to happen here, folks. Alcaraz, nice serve, out wide. Tsitsipas with an even better return. Great angle. Alcaraz could not get a good handle on that backhand slice attempt. Went around the post, actually, but did not go in. And it is deuce. 1 hour, 38 minutes into it. Okay. Beautiful first serve. A lot of speed out wide. Tsitsipas return. Hits the high part of the net and lands on his side. I was number 4 in the tippers list a week ago, says Alex VG. Tough to keep up sometimes, but hey, still appreciate the contribution from you, friend. If others of this generation don't step up, then Alcaraz will end up with 30 slams, says Mir Meshba. Well, that's a long ways ahead of us. Definitely he's looking great, but so many things can happen, you know. I'm not expecting them to, but like things like burnout, things like injuries, things like, you know, passion, maybe he falls in love. Like, you know, a lot of different things can happen. But he looks like he's on a good track. He's got a smart team around him, got a good family. He thinks he's a spokesman for Gillette, right, Todd? Says Kathy. Kathy, you bet. People can choose to consume sports news if they choose to. Very, very true. I wear a Rapper shirt and people say, it's a nice shirt. What does it mean? I'd be lost without tennis. I feel ya. Max, says Caveman. Kathy, how dare they? Alcaraz is the new big three. He'll win 64 slams. There you go. Gary's got it. Sophia saying, hey, all have been watching this one on my own. Pretty painful first step. It is, honestly. It's Max, even ESPN doesn't cover tennis regularly. They try. Sorry. They not if there's something newsworthy and not necessarily tennis. LOLMs and 40 to Kathy. If Goff wins the French, I'm sure that'll change. No, you don't understand. Sporty. No one cares about tennis. Sophia, mother of wisdom. For everyone who says Iga's tennis is so boring, how exciting is this match? I don't fault her for being great. Yeah, I definitely don't fault her for being great. I do see the argument that their matches are boring, but you have to say they're boring because she's so much better. It's not boring because she has a style that's not fun to watch. When she's playing a match against a good opponent, it's good. But you can't fault someone for just being head and shoulders better. Kathy, that's a great point. When I think of ESPN, they always talk about American football and basketball. Not that I don't mind. Cubby, how well known are El Chapo, FA, Layla, and Raonic in Canada? Household names? I'd say Raonic and Chapo more so because they've been around longer. Among tennis fans, of course, all of them are. But yeah, I'd say Raonic 1, Chapo 2, or no, I'd say this. I'd say Eugenie probably would be 1, or Raonic. I'm not sure. I feel like it's kind of close between those two, and then Chapo is a definite third. And then maybe Bianca, FAA, and Leilani next. Even though they're more prominent now, the other players' names have been around our consciousness longer. Alcaraz with another drop shot winner, and it's now love 30 on the Tsitsipas serve, which also means it's 2 points away from a date with destiny. Coco can walk down an average street in the U.S. That's not her neighborhood, and no one will have a clue who she is. That's crazy to me. But I also see how it's true for sure. Also, the States is so vast, you know. You got huge rural, huge urban areas, huge midlands in the middle. You got dense populations in the northeast, southwest. Then you got sparse population. I mean, there's so many different things, people, interests. Some people are into this, that. But American football definitely catches the attention of Americans all over the place. Hassan Ahmed, I don't want Djokovic to reach 23 ever, even though he's the best of all time. You don't have to want to, but yeah, I mean, all good there. But I wouldn't mind seeing it. I think it would be pretty cool. Separate himself from the pack. I'm not sure how I would feel if they all had the same. I'm not really sure. I mean, obviously Rogers' chances are, of course, completely done. Does anyone know what happened with Raonic and Nishikori? They were tipped to be the next Roger and Rafa 7 years ago. Well, Raonic is going to be playing. He's trying to play in Wimbledon. He's going to be playing in a warm-up tournament in the next couple of weeks. He's back on court. Not sure about Nishikori though. Okay. Oh, it's match point, folks. It is match point. Here we go. Will he do it?
Match point.
Serve is out wide. Alcaraz return just long and wide as well. So Tsitsipas saves the first match point, but there is another one.
Match point.
Second match point. Oh gosh, I forgot to hit that Alcaraz. I'm going to hit that for you a couple of times there, Caleb. Got caught up with the chat here, and this such a one-way street, so I'm not paying as much attention as I normally do. Okay, Alcaraz, nice return. Now backhand, Alcaraz cross court, forehand, Tsitsipas up the line. Alcaraz right up the line as well. Tsitsipas backhand. Alcaraz races across, lobs that overhead. Tsitsipas does hit the overhead. Alcaraz tries to lob over that, but it lands in the alleyway. Tsitsipas saves 2 match points, and we are at deuce. I heard Milos is going to make a comeback. Yes, he is. Alex Raonic is coming back for the grass this year. Yes, the dominance of Alcaraz is unprecedented, says Caveman. Kathy saying, Max to Kathy, great point about Coco. Coco would get bombarded by the paparazzi outside in the public. Oh gosh, Kathy saying, nope, Max, white people would cross because they'd be afraid of her, morons. Tsitsipas forehand line, Alcaraz cross court. Another one, Tsitsipas up the line, Alcaraz forehand, backhand, Tsitsipas forehand, Alcaraz, and just long. So Tsitsipas now has a chance for game point after saving 2 match points here on his serve. Here we go. Kathy, I think it's great Max Coco can go to a movie and the mall and be fine. 1 or 2 people might figure it out, but not a big deal. I have one question and one question only. How does Novak beat this? I don't know, but if anyone can figure out how on the tour, I would give him the highest capabilities to do so. Skill set, mental mindset, all of that. He's got it all. So it will be interesting to watch, though. That is for sure. Tsitsipas inside out, forehand, backhand, Alcaraz. Game point, Tsitsipas here, by the way. Alcaraz, tries to go drop shot, but it goes into the net. A rare miss. And now Alcaraz will serve. Let's give it up one time for Stefanos. I did neglect a couple of Alcaraz buttons, so another one for Carlitos. He's serving for the match right after this.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
All right, Alcaraz takes the first point. Serve out wide, +1 backhand to the other side. Tsitsipas didn't even try for it. 3 points away now is Carlitos. Ooh. All right, folks, all eyes on the screen here for a second for me now. First serve called long late. Second serve on the way. Good second serve, forehand return up the middle, Tsitsipas. Alcaraz, tries to go inside in, but pulls it just a little bit beyond the sideline there. 15 all. Little bit of pressure could be mounting. The longer it takes to get to that finish line, he already had a couple match points. Does Carlos have any weak point that Novak can take advantage of in the semis? Well, Gary was mentioning pinning him to the backhand side deep is one potential Achilles heel. It's amazing how sports fans suffer from recency bias. Carlos is having his moment. It never lasts forever. Watch Roger highlights from 2006, then watch Novak 2011 or it's 2016. Everything is temporary. I think people are just hyped up with this guy. He's just really he's really hitting his high notes right now. But not on that one. He had the +1 inside out, tried to go the entire diagonal width and length of the court, but just long. So it's 15-30. Now Tsitsipas has yet to have a single break point opportunity, but he is just 1 point away from doing so. Can he get his first one? Please make it the night match so I don't miss it. Yeah, I'd love to call that, although I'm not sure if Ben and JG would be calling those in the end. I know some of the bigger ones in the end, they grab those ones. Alcaraz serve is good. Backhand Tsitsipas up the middle, forehand Alcaraz, and that one's long as well. Setting up a couple of break points, folks. And the nerves have kicked in a little bit, folks. Alcaraz finally, Tsitsipas will have a chance to break for the first time here in the potentially one of the last games of the match. We'll see if that ends up being the case. Let first serve. Jamie Drummer saying, what is scary is Nadal would probably still beat Alcaraz in straights. Honestly, I'm not so sure. I mean, it's definitely possible. Yeah, I wonder now. I think Alcaraz is beyond a level where you'd... Oh, all right. Alcaraz hits a +1. Oh, wow. Ripper up the line, and Tsitsipas framed it straight upwards, and it actually almost went in. Now, Juan Carlos Ferrero is just telling Alcaraz, calm down. He already saved one break point. One more here. And we'll be inching our way closer. Only way Novak wins if Carlos freezes on the big stage. I mean, I don't see him freezing, but I don't think that's the only way Djokovic wins. Jamie keeping the Rafa dream alive, says Kathy JCF, telling him to breathe and relax. Something that Tsitsipas should tell his dad once in a while from the box. No, I don't think his dad has been too bad today. One-sided beatdown, Djokovic on notice. Alcaraz with a drop shot. And was it called out? Tsitsipas got to it, but put it into the net. And it's called out, so it is a break. The umpire calls it out. And Tsitsipas, in the very last chance he had to get a break in this match, he did. And that opens up the door for him to do it again. Now, this could be interesting, folks. We're on serve. Covey would love you to call it. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. I would love to as well. Let's see what the timing is and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, no matter what, my eyes will be glued to the screen. Hey, man, I'm a Novak fan, but he will lose 3-love. Oh, interesting. Hi, Ben, says Kathy. Ben's in the house, folks. Ooh, Sitsi, says Tanya Yovanovich from Australia, if I recall correctly. Son of Robin Records, the great Ben says, hey, Kathy. Folks, Ben, I don't know if you heard, we hit 100 likes. You know what? While we're waiting, let's get to the 100 likes button because you guys deserve it. It's all you. Thank you to everyone for helping us get there.
Thank you for hitting 100 likes. Now we're feeling alright, 'cause the second 100's inside. Thank you for helping us hit 100 likes, giving the people what they like. It's such a delight.
It's such a delight. Please find a way to win this game. Wasn't able to do it. Sorry, Max, but don't worry. He still's got some other chances. Nice return from Alcaraz. Now backhand Tsitsipas. Alcaraz forehand up the inside in. Too much heat. Tsitsipas response on that goes way long, and it is love 15. Djokovic needs one of first 2 sets against Alcaraz to have a chance. No way he comes back from 2-love against Carlos, in my opinion, says Ben. Daria saying difficult to finish. Of course, always difficult to finish, no matter who you are and the circumstance, but especially a Grand Slam quarterfinal. And it's remember, if Alcaraz wins this match, it will be the furthest he's ever made into this tournament. Gary, I think I'm scared, says Tanya. J710, Carlos about to break him back. Carlos already has a major, so I don't know how nervous he will be. Yeah, exactly. I think that's a huge thing that he got. Ooh, Alcaraz, the return just a hair long. It was right at the feet of Tsitsipas, but long. So it is now 30-15 for the Greek. Unforced errors in the set. 11 Alcaraz, 9 for Tsitsipas. Who is calling all the matches tomorrow? Not sure just yet. We're going to see when the schedule comes out. Yeah, not too sure, but definitely one way to find out, folks. Subscribe to the channel, and then you can hit the notification bell. That way, they'll give you a little notification every time we're dropping a new video. But yes, we will have tons of action for the remainder of this tournament, folks. Alcaraz with a drop shot from the baseline. Tsitsipas gets to it, but he pushes it into the white part of the tape, and it lands back on his own side. 30-all now, so Alcaraz once again a couple of points away. Now a little hand signal and communication there from coach, which is totally legal. Son of Robin Records, yep, I reckon he probably needs to win 3 out of the first 5 sets to win just a hunch. Okay. Funny guy in the house. Ben, you're sounding like JG talking about Rafa versus Medi. Come on, man. Here we go. Tsitsipas, second serve at 30-all. Another big point because this Alcaraz wins it, sets up another match point. Backhand Tsitsipas. Alcaraz up the line, winner. And again, it does set up that match point we were just talking about.
Match point.
Third match point for Carlitos. Trying to wrap it up in a tidy 3 sets. He's only dropped 7 games so far, just like he did in the last match versus Musetti. Here we go. First serve is off the tape and lands, bounces up and lands in the box. Another first serve. Just to add to the drama a little bit more. We're almost 2 hours into it, folks. 1 hour and 56 minutes. And we hit the 100 likes. Thank you to everyone who has done so. 111. Great number there. And good serve out wide. Alcaraz return lands about 8 inches into the alleyway cross court. Stefanos saves a third match point. How much momentum will this give him? Let's see. Let us see. Oh, great serve out wide. Alcaraz tried to pass him up the line as Tsitsipas made his way for a serve and volley, but he smartly let it go as the forehand from Alcaraz goes long. And now, after erasing another match point, game point for Stefanos. The crowd is cheering for Stefanos here, folks. They want to see more tennis. Great serve. And the return is long from Alcaraz. And not only the break, but the consolidation now for Stefanos, Tsitsipas, and we're level at 5 games apiece. All right, Stefanos Tsitsipas has woken up, got his first breakpoint opportunities of the match when he was facing match point. After facing match. No, before facing. Anyways, whatever I'm trying to say, I lost my train of thought. But Stefanos Tsitsipas has saved 3 match points, and now we are back on serve level here, 5-all. In set number 3, Alcaraz serving, and it's an ace up the tee for a 30-love lead. So right back to business is Carlitos. See, this is where we're talking about his demeanor. His even-keeled demeanor is so, he doesn't look rattled that he lost that game. He's just getting back to work, won a couple of points real quick. And that's been the difference in this match. When Stefanos has had a low, it's a low, and then it's a high. And backhand return from Tsitsipas inside out. Alcaraz, chip back Tsitsipas. Alcaraz drop shot. Tsitsipas gets to it and pushes it cross court, but Alcaraz races to it and pushes it up the line. And he fist pumps and yells "Vamos" 3 times to the crowd. It's 40-love. That was a great point from both players and a very nice finish. That was one of those points where you're happy to see it won on a winner, not an error. But it had a little bit of everything. Nice slice from Tsitsipas, drop shot Alcaraz, couple runs cross court side to side, and then a nice running forehand winner. Triple game point. Alcaraz serve out wide. Tsitsipas gets a racket on it, but cannot make it back onto the court. It is a hold to love. Alcaraz, like I said, right back to business. Crowd is getting rowdy. It's starting to sound like a European football match, folks.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Uno, dos, tres, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
We got Son of Robin record saying would be huge for Steph's confidence if he won this match from this position. Imagine. Could be the greatest comeback in tennis history, honestly. Not even joking. But let's see. I think we're a long ways away from that, but you never know. Oof, says Caveman. We got Kupo drinks milk. Tsitsipas taking this at 7-6 and the next 2 6-love. All right. We got Daria needs some big vamos. LOL, low lows, and high highs definition of manic. Kathy, yeah, kind of bipolar manic. All right. So Tsitsipas, is he going to be on the high now, or is he going to be on the low? Well, I guess we'll find out. Can never really tell until the points are played with this guy. Changing his racket. All right, Tsitsipas serving here with a new racket, serving to stay in the match. Gutsy little comeback after he was down 5-2. That's 5-2, right? Just double check that to make positive. Yes, 5-2. First serve, good up the tee. Return from Alcaraz right up the middle is a short ball. Tsitsipas drops him off that, and it's a winner. 15-love for the Greek. The greatest comeback was the other Spanish guy at Aussie Open, 0-2, Covey. Actually, you're right. It was pretty much, yeah. I think this was just a little further because Alcaraz was up 5-2. So he was just 4 points away. But you're right. You're right. I did forget about that one for sure. That should have been on top of mind. Oh, so Alcaraz was at the net. Tsitsipas lobs it over him. And Alcaraz does this kind of spinning, swinging shot. It looked for a second like he was either going to do a tweener or run and turn it into a forehand. But he just, as it was bouncing high, he just kind of did a kind of turnaround ripper right at Tsitsipas's feet. And Tsitsipas was at the net and he couldn't handle it. So 15-all. And the first serve out wide, return from Carlitos into the net. Stefanos comes alive right at the end here, folks. What is going to happen? Tsitsipas win the match in 5 sets, says Emmanuel Michael. I'm not sure. I wouldn't bet on it, but he's definitely showing something that we haven't seen in the match yet. A few years back, I read Mariah Carey, The Bipolar Spectrum. Very interesting. Yeah, I've heard that too. Ooh, Tsitsipas off the sideline. It looked pretty close. And then Alcaraz short ball. Tsitsipas runs up and pushes that up the line. And now 40-15. So now Tsitsipas on the verge of taking us to a tiebreaker. That backhand from Tsitsipas landed right on the line. I think Alcaraz thought about it for a split second, wondering if it was in or not. First serve just wide from Tsitsipas at 40-15. Here is a second serve. Forehand return Alcaraz, forehand Tsitsipas, forehand Alcaraz cross court. Tsitsipas up the line, catches the end of it. Alcaraz chips it back, lands deep, forehand Tsitsipas, but Alcaraz is saying that the ball was out. Oh, and then Alcaraz takes a closer look, and before the umpire can make her way to the mark, Alcaraz says, sorry, it was my bad, and concedes the point. So we are going to a tiebreak, folks. You know what I need? I need your predictions. So you're going to have a couple of seconds because I got 2 buttons to press. By the end of the second one, I want to know who you think's going to win and what the score is going to be. Okay, tiebreak is kicking off. Alcaraz serving first. Forehand up the middle. Backhand Stefanos. Forehand inside out. Alcaraz. Backhand Tsitsipas, and that goes long. And a massive yell from Alcaraz. A big vamos, an extended yell. Crowd just wants a competition. Kathy Todd, vamos, Rafa, vamos. I feel so much better, says Gary. We were looking at 2, 1, and 2 so ugly. Yeah, the crowd wants a longer match. 7-5 Alcaraz. Okay, there we go. I was wondering where they are. 9-7 Tsitsipas. 8-6 Stefanos from Ben. 7-4 from Jean for Steph. 7-4 Stefanos from where was that one? That was Kupo Drinks Milk. 9-7 Tsitsipas from Emmanuel. Carlos 7-2, says Sophia. Ooh, kick serve out wide, and Alcaraz tries to go up the line, missed it by a little bit, and it's 1-all. Okay. First serve is good. Backhand return up the line. Backhand Tsitsipas cross court. And a ripper inside in forehand. Alcaraz ran around the backhand and smoked the forehand. Takes a mini break. He's up 2-1. All right, vamos! Pathetic crowd. You guys, the crowd paid big money to watch these guys play. They don't want to see a 2-hour match. They want to see a 4 or 5-hour match, especially after they watch this guy play 3 5-hour night matches till 2, 3 in the morning in New York last year. So I don't think it's pathetic crowd. They just want to see more tennis. I don't blame them. Steph to save another match point and take the set. Ooh, Ben with some bold calls here. Alcaraz second serve coming. 2-1 still. Up a mini break. Nice kick serve, high to the backhand, and that's what he does all day long. And the return is long from Tsitsipas. 3-1 Alcaraz. Okay, I just thought that was a sign of boredom. Gary, I don't agree. He does his own thing and doesn't need admiration. What did Gary say? One thing I have noticed, Carlos is not big on the crowd cheering for the other guy. I have not seen any reaction to that from my own eyes, so I can't really comment on that. Alcaraz, nice serve right to the body, and the backhand response from Tsitsipas is a long ball, long of the baseline there. Gosh, Covey, what is going on with your brain-mouth connection right now? Anyways, Tsitsipas is now down 1-4. So some dire points here. Dire points. Don't want to be at least 4-2 at the changeover, does Tsitsipas. See if he can do it. First serve is a let. This is where the big man needs to use the serve, get a free point, you know? He needs it. Nice serve out wide. Alcaraz returns up the middle, but Tsitsipas cuts that off and hits a swinging forehand cross-court winner. Beautifully done, and as he should have, takes that second point, so he's not down 5-1 after the changeover. Good job, Tsitsipas. And I am going to give him a button because that was a really nice, aggressive charge to the net and finish. TCK, I think that this is good for Carlos, as there'll be moments like this against Novak. So this is proper. This is a prepper and learning. It's good. Yeah, for sure. I mean, how many times have we seen players face no adversity and then they lose a set and boom, they're like, oh God, I haven't lost a set since 2 weeks ago before this tournament started, right? So yeah, definitely all these things are good. Expecting everyone to just roll straight sets all the way to a Grand Slam every time is not very realistic. Kathy saying the crowd has actually been good, not booing Carlos, just cheering Steph on to get a match and their money's worth. Carlos listening to JCF, high to the backhand. That was my scouting report. All right, it's 4-3 Alcaraz serving. Nice kicker out back and a super moonball return. And Alcaraz turn for a swinging forehand volley cross-court winner. It is now 5-3 for Carlitos. And again, that kicker was exactly what the doctor ordered. Kathy called it a second ago, just as JFC did again right there. Game over, says Kyle Links. Close, but not just yet. Carlos listening to JFC. Oh, yeah, that's one we just had. Now or never for Steph. Oh, Todd, this French crowd has been horrible. Not just tonight. NY crowd could take lessons from this crowd. What happened there? Oh, something was called. Okay, 5-3 Alcaraz. Second serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Forehand Alcaraz to the backhand of Stefanos. Again, forehand to the backhand of Tsitsipas. And he keeps doing it. And Tsitsipas goes up the line. Now Alcaraz cross court, hits the sideline, chip back Tsitsipas. Alcaraz goes to his backhand, and he tries to do another lob. And now that one goes wide and long, and Alcaraz 3 more match points. The first 2 will be on the Stefanos Tsitsipas serve, but Alcaraz now 4th match point. He's got 3 already, and this is number 4.
Match point.
And can Tsitsipas continue with the gutsy holds or saves on these match points? Let's see. First serve into the net. So a second serve for Carlitos to take a look at here. Tsitsipas thoughtfully bouncing the ball. Second serve is good. Backhand, cross court, backhand up the line. Tsitsipas, Alcaraz forehand into the net. And the Tsitsipas shot was beautiful. It was a backhand up the line, landing on the line. That's the gutsy kind of stuff we were talking about. Another match point, number 5.
Match point.
Number 5 here, folks. And it's an ace up the tee. Tsitsipas erases a 5th match point. Now Alcaraz will have a chance on his racket, folks. His parents are very stressed out in the crowd. JCF also looking excited, nervous. Let's see. Match point number 6.
Match point.
Ben saying nerves, ... Here we go. Can he do it? Nice kicker. And then the half volley for Alcaraz. Tsitsipas goes up the line. Alcaraz with a backhand volley, and it's a winner into the open space. Carlos Alcaraz, after a great effort, especially at the end there from Tsitsipas, and a very warm embrace. They're smiling. They're patting each other's chest with their arms embraced.
And you know what? That was a good look for Tsitsipas. Honestly, he looked like he was going to get railroaded. It would have been a demoralizing loss. The fact that he pulled up his bootstraps and played a decent few minutes at the end and really put some pressure on Carlitos, I think it's good for Carlitos to feel some of that. And also, it's good for Stefanos to know that, hey, I can dictate some points against this guy. So, folks, what an amazing end to the match. I'm not going to lie to you and say it was an amazing match through and through, because it was Alcaraz takes 12 of the first 15 games, winning 6-2, 6-1 in the first two, was up 5-2, but Stefanos Tsitsipas once again with a gutsy performance at the end there, forces a tiebreak, does end up losing, but he saved 5 match points. It took Alcaraz 6 of them. So I'm going to run through the comments, then we'll hit the Alcaraz button and we'll wrap it up. Real quick, let's see. Kyle Links, come on, Carlos, don't screw this up again. I guess that was from a second ago. Vamos, vamos, vamos. And I got it right. 7-5 says Cap. Actually, it was 7-6, but you were close. Let's. Oh, sorry. You're right about the actual score. My apologies. Yes, score of the tiebreak. You were right. Congratulations, Cap. Good call there. My apologies for mixing up what you meant there. Gets it done, folks. Looks good. KC says Cappy. Getting the semi-final we all deserve. Yes, heart from Daria. It has begun. Let's go. Yeah, it feels like it's Christmas Eve all of a sudden, folks. So yeah, Djokovic is not sleeping well tonight. Let's see. Yoo-hoo, says Kathy. Dream match coming up. Kathy says Cap. Insane from Tanya Jovanovic. Thank you, Covey. You're very welcome, Max. Always happy to have you on. Glad this happened. He knows he can deal with the crowd. Well done, Charlie. Thank you, Covey. This makes it so interesting. Honestly, believe me, could not have stayed up to 2:30 a.m. without this. There you go, buddy. Happy to help keep you awake for good tennis. Runa Rude tomorrow with the heart sign. All right, folks. So the last comment I'm going to put on screen says, well done, King Charles from Sporty Sport. Actually, Gary's in the house. So I think we're in for an interesting Friday. All right, folks, that's going to do it for me. Again, Carlitos Alcaraz wins it. Excuse me, was it 6-2 or 6-1? Yeah, 6-2, 6-1, 7-6. Stay tuned to the channel. We will have all the action tomorrow coming up for you. And then not sure exactly who's doing what, but again, if you subscribe to the channel, you get hit the notification, you'll know exactly what's coming on when. Also want to say, please do hit like on the videos. And I just want to say thank you for watching this great match along with me. This is a pretty good match. Great ending, I would say. Great crowd as well there. Glad Stefanos didn't have that bad taste in his mouth of being railroaded. So there it is, folks. Alcaraz, Djokovic, semifinals, what we've all wanted, what we're all going to get tomorrow. We got Rude. We've got Runa. We also have Echeverry. We have Zverev. We also have Coco Gauff. We have Iga Swiatek. And then finally, we have Ons Jabeur versus... Who was that last one, Cove? Oh, Beatrice Haddad Maya. All right, folks, for the Game to Love Tennis Podcast, my name is Covey, and I will see you all soon. Peace.